Say hi. Hi. I'm hearing.
Are you paying for it today, or are you going to? Oh, okay. Yeah, the form I'm gonna give you, they know how to fill out.
Hello.
Hello.
How may I help you today?
Sign in for court.
Alrighty. So you sign in right there? Thank you. Alright.
This is the fee.
Let's go. I'm gonna go find out.
Almost gone. Buy breakfast for me. Tell me what. Breakfast at Champions. What? Is that? Why? Should I read it? It's too much. Oh. You'll hear it later.
So you'll just write the number 3.
Let's go out in the hallway and pray. Okay? We're gonna go in the hallway and pray. Hallway and pray.
All right.
You gonna pray? Okay. Could Yeah, sure. So we don't gotta hold him.
Get in the circle.
Thank you, God, for us all being here and being able to get the chance to try to get Adam and Josh. And I pray that we can get them. And even if it doesn't work, we can still talk to them, see them soon, and that we win this. In Jesus' name, amen.
Lord God, we come to you and we pray that you are with us in this court hearing today. Lord, we pray this in Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name, amen.
Hallelujah. Come on.
Hi, can I help you? Okay, what's your name? So if you come down here, there's a sign-in slip I need you to fill out. We'll take that from you. Yep.
It's going with the ball. People. No. Oh, people. Right at it. AJ's best friend. What? AJ's best friend.
Okay. And no.
Thank you, Lord.
He's done anything like that for today. Alright.
Forget which
I
one.
will give this all to her and she'll call you in just a minute.
You don't want to go there. So. You're right. You seem to be your mother right now. I'm just kidding. Mom. Can't do what moms do.
Why?
Which is moms.
She earned that title?
She wears.
Yeah, I was about to say shit.
I mean, she kind of did earn it too, I guess.
Underrated warrior.
Ooh, you're big for you. She's a Sharpie. Not me to wear it. But you're Sharpie. I'm gonna go in there and get them like this. Mom, I'm like, you're gonna be, I don't know. I don't even with her. Right? I think I'm not gonna use it right now. I won't do the kids up. I'm going with the home. Gotta say money.
I gotta see the top of the face. Oh, that's actually.
And said that's what, so. And Joseph Mason. Down the hall over number 3.
How is she wearing those? Where's the breeze out? Let me just jump in here. Let me just jump in here. Just active, so.
like it.
Okay. I don't know if he'll be out. Thank you. Right next to me.
Third door on your left.
Thank you. I'm not supposed to do it. I'm about to give birth tomorrow, so I just, yeah. No, but, yeah, my contractions are forming starting now.
Oh goodness, what are you doing here?
I know, I was so scared I was gonna have to go upstairs, I was like, oh. Yeah, well, this is my second, so I'm.
Exactly.
I'm-
Yeah, you're like, I'm ready.
Yeah. I know. I got pulled over for speeding. And he's like, "Where's your ID?" I'm like, I have a picture of it. Don't ask for my wallet. I'm having a girl. I already got my boy at home. So I'm done. I'm done. I got the boy, girl. I'm not missing nothing else. Two boys to fight or two girls to scream. One of the two. Please. Thank you so much. You as well.
It's out there. You play it. He's talking shit, so just because he knows I can't understand it.
Okay, you will have that.
Whatever that is.
Okay.
I'm ready to go jump in the river.
What you would do like that? That's it. I'm telling you,
You know what century is?
What?
You know what century is? You know what century is?
Yes. Today? Well, good. Yeah, you're right on that. But what's today? Today. She's on 21st. Angel, what was yesterday? Tuesday. You were not.
Last night.
I'm gonna fix it up then. I'm gonna fix it up then. I know what you two are there. I'm going. I could not come work at 2. Gotta go in there. My mom is working right now. Oh, right now, doing it. No. I'm gonna wait some. I'm gonna get some last time this morning. With the Y at the bottom.
Pass through that.
With the story, something. No, please, you don't need to. No, I do, when they don't want to, oh, I do. I know. I know. Yeah. We'll find some better pictures. Don't die. Call it a box. No, it's not. What is this? It is not a box. Oh, bottle. It's not a bottle either. I go slow. So when you bottle, there's sure that was strong. This is strong. This is strong. I know. Just like that, you know, that is now. As well as the prosecutor. The prosecutor agrees. You know, it's a good law, right? Yeah. No, anything. Wow. You know, no. Who's the judge? Peter Deacon was your judge. Peter Deacon was your judge on this side. And Jennifer Deacon was not. Imagine that. Imagine. Thanks. I'm thinking. Yeah, well, come on, that was a good day.
Do you want to copy this? Okay. Do you have a nice day?
Do you know sign language? Do you know sign language?
Some.
Does he? He's dumb. He's dumb.
What?
He's dumb.
No, I don't.
He doesn't know a single word.
I don't.
He knows the
They
middle.
can't all be smart like that.
You know what?
Yeah,
So I can get
yeah.
I love you like that.
I'll stab you for hard shooting.
I'll smash your wig.
to where sign language was.
I'll smash the wig.
Here's
If your hair was once a week, it'd be destroyed.
Something I say when she's from my hair.
That's what he said to me when I was crocheting. If my hair was a week, seek yourself a friends. Here.
Oh, I did. I did it backwards.
He was here for hours. And I just walked out. He said, let's go. Let's go. That was her thing. We better.
Hey, energy.
Josh Sullivan and Crystal Macy, hearing room 1, first floor of the bar. today on case SD 2010-002303 D.S. Joshua Sullivan versus Crystal Mankey. My name is Hillary Reynolds. I'm an attorney representing the party will be presiding over today's hearing. Today's hearing is being recorded by both video and audio. It's my understanding that both of the parties' addresses are confidential today, so we will jump right into today's hearing. We are for a custody motion, a support motion, and an enforcement only hearing with respect to arrears. There's two minor children in this case, Joshua, birthday 2/6/2010, and Adeline, birthday 11/3/2008. The current orders in place are from February 14th, 2017, father of sole legal physical custody, and then there is another order from January 3rd, 2013, when father had primary residence for school purposes. The current support order in place is from February 5th, 2015, when father has paid $139 a month for two minor children with 0 overnights. And then the most recent parenting time order was that as a result after a parenting time assessment. From February 22nd, 2024, states the minor children shall be enrolled in individual counseling. Father, mother, and Mr. Allatif shall be involved in the counseling sessions at the discretion of the minor child's counselors. But my mother shall maintain her mental health treatment, following all recommendations by the mental health professional, including subjective care being appropriate. The father shall maintain his mental health treatment. Same thing. The father shall participate and complete the 4-week parenting education course through friend of the court. The mother shall have supervised parenting time at RCC, renewal Christian counseling once a week for 2 hours following 8 consecutive parenting time visits. RCC shall provide friend of the court with supervised parenting time report, and a report and a parenting time review will be scheduled to further evaluate mother's parenting time, and mother is responsible for the cost. In addition to the supervised parenting time, mother and minor children shall enroll in family counseling sessions at RCC. Family counseling sessions may include father and or Mr. L. If when the clinician deems it appropriate. So that was signed by actually Judge Kelly. Ma'am, have you done the RCC supervised parenting time?
I have filled out the budget form.
Okay, so you haven't even done that yet.
No, I actually, it took you guys a while to send the case over there, and by the time I received something, it was.
Well, I don't think it took us a while. It doesn't take us that long. Looks like, was there an objection to the hearing?
Yes.
Yeah, so there was an objection that goes before the judge, and then, you have an opportunity to hear an objection, it looks like the judge signed it for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what happened, so I wouldn't, watch your verbiage, and what you're saying.
Well, it is what took a while was for, friend of the court office to send the case
This is an
over.
order from February
Yeah.
22nd, 2024, okay?
I
So
didn't
your
receive,
supervised parenting time should be started by now.
I didn't receive response until May from, Renewal Christian Counseling, RCC.
So you haven't done any of the supervised parenting time, correct?
No, correct.
Have you had any parenting time with the children?
No.
Only when she kidnapped him.
Hold on, sir, because I'm trying to talk, I'm talking to mother, I'll direct your questions specifically, and we'll get from some talk. When's the last time you saw the minor children, ma'am?
I seen Joshua on
Or last had parenting time with them, is what I mean.
that
So,
was back in February.
Twenty twenty-four,
Yes.
what about the minor child, Adeline?
2020, or, I'm sorry, February.
Same thing,
Yes.
and where'd you see them at, did you have actual parenting time with them?
That was, yes. I had before the order was put in place, I was getting them every Sunday.
Oh, that was the one from, August
Yes.
2023. is your custody motion, and your support motion. I'm gonna turn it over to you at this time to explain what you're requesting and what the basis of your request is today. Keeping in mind that today's hearing with respect to custody is a threshold only hearing, which means that, if threshold is met, meaning that there is a change in circumstance or probable cause, the next step is to send it over for an evidentiary hearing. Go ahead.
Okay, over the course of a couple of months, since about May, there's been several incidences, of domestic. And I have in the file that I sent in all of the police reports, regarding these incidences, some of the main ones.
Keep in mind, these reports are hearsay, just so you understand. Do you have any officers here to talk?
I didn't know I could have officers here.
Yeah, so police reports alone are hearsay, just so you understand.
Okay, well, there is an ongoing, proceeding in the case of a domestic violence second offense against our daughter Adeline Sullivan, which is,
What is the pending charge against father?
Joshua, her father was.
And what is the pending charge?
It's a domestic violence second offense. He, I believe, was accepted into mental health court, and that hearing is on September 3rd. It is a
Accepted into mental health court with Judge Tomlinson?
Judge Tomlinson, correct. He did go to, he violated his bond, he had assaultive behavior, and they revoked his bond up at DRP due to the fact that he was, disorderly. They kicked him out of there and they testified at his bond hearing trial.
Maybe that'd be more.
I'm sorry, DRP, the Blue Water DRP, they came to the court hearing and testified that, the bond, to revoke his bond, to Joshua's bond. At that,
Saying that for the church that he was out on.
yes, he was out on bond and he went and they ordered him to test at Blue Water DRP. And when he went there, he had caused a scene and they kicked him off the property. And then they violated his bond because of it. Now, the situation that happened on May 21st, where he had caught he has pending charges right now for domestic violence second offense, he had
Is
drugged.
it domestic violence second offense, or is there any child abuse charges, or no?
No, and that's what I was
So
also.
the charge is domestic violence second offense.
Yes.
And the victim is who?
Adeline Sullivan, date of birth 11/3/08, which is our child on this case. There is currently a no contact.
Who's that in front of?
I'm sorry,
Do you know who that's in front of?
the
Judge. Who's
Tomlinson. It was in front of Mona Armstrong. Yes,
Tomlinson?
yes. And then on 5/21, he had told the police officers that he had drugged her, tackled her onto the ground, our daughter Adeline, onto the ground and drug her back into the home. And in this home, there is steps, so she had to be drugged up steps. There were marks and bruises. Police removed her from Joshua's home on 5/21.
Yeah, it's with Elizabeth.
No, and that was actually, they placed her in Yale, which was with one of her school friends' grandmother, and which time they had
Yeah,
got,
that was just temporary.
yes, that was temporary. And then Adeline moved in with Elizabeth Soseski,
Who
and
is that?
that is just somebody that Adeline had went to school with, she's really good friends with her daughter.
Okay, so it's a friend's mother.
Yes, a friend's mother. But due
Her
to
name is Elizabeth. What's her last name, did you say? Do
Soseski,
you know how to spell that?
I do not. It starts with a C.
Sir, do you know how to spell that?
No.
No?
No.
would she feel comfortable leaving the minor child, feel comfortable saying that?
Yes. And CPS asked me how I felt about her, and I told her that it was appropriate.
May I say something real quick?
No, in a minute, that thought, you will get can't talk.
Can I continue? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then on 5/4, Joshua was observed, and there was a police call out to his residence where he was.
So we're going backwards in time. The one with the 5/1.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay. I just want to make sure I'm understanding. So now you're on 5/4/2024. Go ahead.
Yeah, 5/4/2024, the police had been called out to the home where somebody had made a call that there was, Josh standing outside yelling that he was gonna shoot himself and his children and drive to Walmart and shoot everyone there. And then on 5/17/24, there was an incident at the McDonald's out in Yale where our daughter Adeline was working. And she went up there and her father followed her, Mr. Sullivan followed her up there, and he made a scene to where the manager and the employees felt uncomfortable to where they called the police. When the police got there, Adeline was barricaded, she barricaded herself and locked herself in the bathroom. And he was being loud and disruptive, and when the police got there, they took him outside, escorted him out of the building, and he kicked the glass door. And when he got outside into talking to the patrol officer, he said that Adeline, it was all over Adeline couldn't have a phone because he takes her phones and he melts them down into nitric acid. And then he told them that he would bomb the electrical utility station next to the Marathon gas to cause an EMP. Now, the
Sure, you're not allowed to talk. Continue to talk. Mother's talking. You will be kicked out.
Sorry, but that's just like a terrorist threat. I would be in prison for that.
Sir, if you continue to talk, it's not your chance to talk. I've already told you, you get an opportunity to talk. It's mother's motion. She presents first, then you get the chance to respond. Go ahead, Mary.
Thank you. Adeline told the patrol officer that she feared she would be assaulted if she went back home because Adeline told the officer that Joshua stated that he would punch Adeline's teeth down her throat earlier in the day. And then going back, I'm sorry, to 5/4, the officers actually made an update on the report because he felt that due to the continuing to show violence just towards his daughter, he felt that it was important that he went back and made notes.
And so you're relying on all the police officer reports, correct?
Yes.
And
And
then what have you done during this whole time? Have you started supervised parenting time?
I filled out for the,
I understand.
for the budget,
Have
and
you started it? Have you found a way to make it work so you can get involved in children's lives?
I am at this time, yes. All I have to do is I have to, I've spoke to my children, like, over the phone. And just to reassure them, you know, that I'm here, that if they need to talk, that they can
Yeah,
talk to
the
me.
thing is, you haven't been there. So now you wanna swoop in as that you're the good mom coming in and save the day, cause dad sounds like he's having severe issues, but you don't even have an established relationship with them.
Miss,
No,
I mean,
I'm
outside of
asking you
that, I do
why
have,
you haven't got things rolling.
because it took till May to receive something from,
Hey, we're already in August, end of August.
yes, and then when May,
There could have been 8 visits by now and you could have been back here.
I understand that, miss, and then
No
money,
more excuses. ma'am.
there was
What are
money,
you requesting with respect to custody?
I'm asking for, sole legal, sole physical, due to him having no contact, that Adeline cannot go back to the home. And I feel that it is very important. I understand that there's been absence but I can work through that. And if there's counseling
Obviously,
needed,
what's in the best interest of the minor child.
yes, and the best interest right now is that if she can't be with her father, that she be with her mother.
No, not necessarily, it's not, so that's
And
why
it's-
there's an evidentiary hearing will be needed in this case.
Okay, CPS has been involved.
I'm well aware, I've got sent tons of stuff from CPS this afternoon about it, and I actually required the CPS worker to be here, but she couldn't be here today. Seems like CPS was ongoing, and that's with, is it Mariana?
Yes, Mariana Comp,
Is the CPS worker still on the case?
yes.
Anything else, ma'am?
Yes, and, when Joshua got arrested, when his bond was revoked, Joshua, our son, and Joshua Sullivan Jr. contacted me and told me that Richard Brooks was living in the home in which, he has a no contact order.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if this is on the house now.
Yes, but the fact that he was living in the home with Joshua before Josh had got arrested, he was aware of that, and CPS was aware that he was living in the home.
Who's Richard Brooks?
Richard Brooks is Valerie Chambers' stepfather, which, Judge Brown, back in, I think it was 2010,
What's the issue with Richard Brooks?
he had sexually assaulted Valerie Chambers.
Who's Valerie? Sir, last warning and you're out. Shut your mouth. Zero respect.
Valerie Chambers is Josh's ex-wife, and the mother of his oldest.
Well, Richard Brooks hasn't done anything to the children, correct?
No,
I'm not saying it's right for him to be there, because I'm about orders, but.
right.
You know, if there's against the children. Where's Josh at? Josh Junior.
He is at Josh's address.
Both kids gonna be starting school here soon,
Yes,
if you know.
I believe so. They're trying,
No.
they're trying to figure out where they're gonna place Adeline in school because of Joshua not signing anything for CPS to put into a safety plan until he went into the, into incarceration. Then they made him sign, something stating that Elizabeth can take her to her counseling appointments. But as far as that, that's just the power of attorney, so she can have,
It was something on that 9-6.
yeah.
Why isn't CPS releasing kids, does anyone know?
Because they're waiting on what you guys are gonna do today.
I was told there's no reason, that families first, there's no reason for them to be there in the first place, and protective services don't see a reason to move, since I've been dealing with a incorrigible teenager.
That being Adeline.
And
Is Joshua set up to go to school here?
Josh is set up to go to school, Adam's
How old
set up
is
to go to
Josh?
school.
Sorry.
Josh is 14, Adam's
What grade will he be going into?
9th grade, Adam's gonna be going into.
Where at?
Yale.
Yeah.
That's where they both will be attending, and protective services are aware of.
Where, how old is Adeline?
15,
What grade is she gonna be going into?
she's getting one in 10th grade. That's if she passed all the classes.
You don't know if she passed her classes?
No, because all this stuff happened with Adeline right after I found out that,
She went at school or?
she got grounded and stuff, so she decided to do all this other stuff while she could be in school and going to her boyfriend's house.
Alright, ma'am, anything else?
Just the fact that it's been an ongoing history, like, with this domestic, just in the past couple of months. I just feel that it is in the best interest that the courts just give me a chance and try, and all the court can do is do what's in the best interest of the kids, and I am trying to, and I am
Now,
trying,
I do find that threshold is not giving me go any further, I do find there has been a change of circumstance, your threshold is not, but not. Yeah, you're supposed to get options on today, there's a lot to unfold today, especially with what's, yes, and set. I'm also gonna require that, the CBS worker is going to be subpoenaed to be at the evidentiary hearing, okay, whether that evidentiary hearing is here at front of the court or upstairs in front of the judge, that will be determined, okay, once I talk to the judge, okay? Normally it will be here because the parties don't have attorneys. If you do, we'll give it to Grace, we constantly go to the judge.
I could afford one, yeah. You guys
We'll
afford
talk to
one
legal
on
aid.
that? I can't go to any of the aid in Michigan.
Ma'am, what was your, anything with respect to support?
to support, I'm sorry.
You got a parent time?
Yes, I did. In regards to that, I feel that, Adeline hasn't been living in Joshua's home. She was
When
removed
was she removed from home?
on May 21st, 2024.
She was never technically removed, she could have returned home, but I just couldn't be there.
She left the home on May 21st, 2024?
She ran away.
The
She
police
hasn't been in the
removed
home since May 21st, 2024, is that correct?
her. Correct.
I will be supported this time. Alright, sir, it's your chance to talk now, okay? Hold, give me 1 second, sorry. My mother is talking a little bit. Looks like ma'am, there's been no payments made.
I just made a payment today,
What'd you pay?
$278. I have the receipt right here,
How much did you pay, sorry, 200?
and $78.
I was only an enforcement hearing today, so I'll take that as sufficient. And then, I will have forensic court continue to monitor the case. So, just so you know, school will only be to the one minor child, Adeline.
And she should be returned home in the next 2 weeks.
I have no idea if she will or not. Right now, that's up to CPS. Alright.
Well,
Sir, any response that you want to say?
Yeah, when Richard Bush was staying there for the weekend and stuff, my son was at my sister's house with my 21-year-old son spending the night there with my nieces and nephews.
Honestly, the issue's new. I don't even care about Richard Bush at this time.
I hear you.
Just so you know, that order was still in place.
Yes, I know, that's why my son was
But
not
I
at home.
wouldn't even put, I mean, if I had your children, I wouldn't even put the, and you know there's a history there and you know he's not supposed to be there, I wouldn't even do that to my kids. But
I understand
come in-
that.
No, so you understand, okay. But again, the issue's new. He's not in the house anymore. I'm not even considering that.
Okay.
Okay.
As for the case with Adeline and stuff, I got a phone call from the school, and they told me that Adeline was 2 hours late to get into school. She left the house at 6:50. School starts
Can
at,
you give me a date?
not right
Sometime
off,
in May? Or
yeah,
middle-
end of the school year.
Like
The same
May,
day,
end of May?
the same day that my charges, I was charged with domestic violence.
I don't know, like 5/21, does that sound about right?
Yeah, so in that area,
So
5/21
we'll
to
just say the
5/21.
end of May, go ahead.
In May.
You were called by the school.
I was called by the attendance office at the school and stuff that my daughter came into school late and she left the house at 6:50. She shouldn't have been there for school. She came into the office with her boyfriend, and the secretary was there, said that they both smelled like sex, and she wanted me to be aware of it. When my daughter returned home, I promptly told her boyfriend that they're no longer dating, that Adeline is grounded for the next 2 months because she continues to disobey the rules in everything. Now this boy is 17, gonna be 18.
Hold on. Can you slow down for me?
Mhm.
So the office called you back.
Yes.
And why did the minor child show up at the office with her boyfriend, do you know?
Because she went to his house.
Okay, but she went to the house, okay, sorry, she went to his house prior to school starting.
Yes.
That's why she was
And
late.
she
Sure,
came to
understand.
school late.
Alright, so then after school, you grounded her, except for 2 months.
And then she called
And you
her.
told the boyfriend the relationship was over or something like that?
Yes. And then Adeline decided to have fits. Start throwing and breaking stuff in her room, start throwing stuff around the
Why did you
house.
ground her for 2 months, did you tell her?
Yeah. I said, since you want to sneak around and not listen to the rules and stuff and keep breaking rules, you are still grounded and you add another 2 months. And that's when she decided to say, I'm gonna have police called and everything like that. It wasn't even my daughter that called the police, it was her friend acting like her daughter. The only thing I did to my daughter and stuff was flick her in the mouth when she told me to go fuck myself, excuse my language. And that's not domestic violence. I fell as I was stopping her from running out the side gate and I grabbed a hold of her shirt. I did not tackle her. I'm 300 and some pounds. I would have broke something. And yes, Crystal has been seeing Adeline on a daily basis. My daughter has also tested positive for marijuana, and I've got pictures of her vaping. Just like Adeline smoking at Crystal's house on July 4th of this year and stuff. At a bonfire. My daughter has had
How do you know she's been, mother said she has been seeing her since February, how do you know?
asked protective services
I'm just asking you.
because I have friends that still live in that neighborhood.
And then.
I have old coworkers that still live in that neighborhood. She bought my mom's foster home. You don't think I'm gonna have a neighborhood full of people?
Anything else, sir?
Adam, Crystal has kidnapped Josh recently. While I was incarcerated in jail for a DS charge, which civil rights were violated, and I was incarcerated even though I was innocent.
Sir, it's being taken care of in a different. Or-
Yes, I understand that, but when the facts are,
What about Crystal, go on, you just accused mom of kidnapping Josh.
yeah, she kidnapped him from my house in Yale, handed my son some paperwork, said if he opens it, he goes to prison and stuff. My son called the police, and she threw his phone out on Jettle Road, and Yale police had to get a search warrant for her house on Beard Street to obtain my son back.
Why is mom even going to your house?
Because her lawyer decided to give her my address.
Mr. Pratt?
Yes, I see him in his little red car driving by. It's on my neighbor's surveillance camera.
Anything else?
There was one more thing I wanted to say, but I forgot what it was for. Protective Services had to intervene during the kidnapping and stuff, because she tried to get Adeline from where she was currently at. And I originally signed over power of attorney to my son, but Crystal had my oldest son is 21 years
Oh,
old. He's
sorry, not your son. Sorry.
he's perfectly fine to maintain and take care of my kids, along with both my sisters and stuff that he is currently living with. But, and the lady that Adeline's staying with is not the best choice. I have had police remove Adeline from her once before because she was refusing to give my daughter back, but Protective Services didn't want to listen and kind of forced me to sign this paperwork, or they're going to take and put both my kids in foster care, even though Josh Jr. hasn't done nothing wrong. So I was forced. My rights were violated by me being forced to sign this piece of paper and stuff to give this lady that I have told to stay away from my daughter multiple times. That was good friends with Crystal, or is good friends with
This
Crystal.
lady is good friends with Mother.
Yeah.
She was my mother.
Oh, she lives 5 blocks away from Mom. Adeline's over there on a daily basis.
All right, we'll see you back for an evidentiary hearing, okay? Or we'll be a big fire truck back in the house.
She will
You're
be back in
receiving
2 weeks.
notice.
She'll be meeting terms
I have no
in
idea.
2 weeks.
Depends what CPS does.
It's just waiting on the no contact order to be released, and my lawyer's been working on it. She might be back within the next 2
I
weeks or
can't
so.
tell you what's gonna happen tomorrow, sir.
Okay.
CPS can do anything. Any other questions?
No.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
So?
That's one. That's that one.
So?
What? I've been live
Some of the recordings.
for an hour and 17 minutes. What are you talking about? I don't give a damn. I'm already out. What?
They said we can't use.
It's locked.
Yeah, they said,
Oh, you gotta exit out the rear. You gotta use the rear.
rear. That's gonna take a while. So, they said,
You got it?
We got an evidentiary hearing, which is
when's your
better
next court date?
because I passed the threshold, son. But it's just a little bit longer. Listen, it's just a little bit longer.
When's the next court date? Jimmy? Is there a next court date?
They'll send it to me in the mail, yup. It's gonna be an evidentiary hearing.
Oh, you think where they're gonna be? I'm glad that we pray for him.
Yeah.
Josh said he wanted to talk to me.
Him?
He
No.
said, Josh
Oh.
said that his
Is that-
son wanted to talk to me. Okay, our brother, my brother.